Yeah, it looks like a pretty stock roguelike mid-range deck with 2 Kroxa, 2 Kalitas, 4 Bone Crusher, 3 Graveyard Trespasser, 4 Fable of the Mirror Breaker, then your typical removal Dreadbores, K Command, Strangles, Pushes.
Yeah. So, we'll see here. It should be an interesting matchup. Is there Thoughtseize in the main deck?
Yeah. You have 4 Thoughtseize in the main.
4 Thoughtseize main deck.
Yep.
Jordan on a Maul. I think Jonathan's happy with his hand.
Kind of hard to tell what Jordan's looking over right now.
On a Maul to 5.
No. Oh, really? Mold of 5. Wow.
I didn't see Maul the second time.
No, that's crushing though. Okay. Yep. Tap lane. Well, no turn 1 Thoughtseize. Has to be happy about that. All things considered, being down 2 cards in the opener, at least on the draw.
Yeah, on the draw. So, a couple of lands and passes here for both players. Jordan going to run out a Ledger Shredder and see if that meets a removal spell. It does not meet a removal spell immediately.
I think Jonathan's looking to run out the Dreadbore here. I just don't see a reason to stomp.
So land for Jonathan. Happen? No?
No.
We'll see what the play is here. And that is a removal spell. Probably the wise thing to do. Ledger Shredder can get out of hand pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, land miss for Jordan. And that's a Graveyard Trespasser.
That can get out of hand, especially with the ward mechanic on Graveyard Trespasser. Being the Sultai control list, all of the targeted removal that's going to be fired at is just discard a card, which is inherently bad for the control list, having to have just always needing cards in hand. And the flip side of just paying life does not help Jordan in this situation either. Gets in for the beats. Jordan finds land number 3 and still just shut off on no black mana, virtually no removal. And from this part, I'm pretty sure we're just going to see John run away with this.
Oh, I thought sees maybe a counterspell here. Negate. But still, the beats are gonna get in for 6 here.
Yeah, exile the card.
Those are transformed, I think, so it's 8.
Oh, they're transformed.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yep.
Yep, transform beats for 8.
Untap, draw, and most likely moving to game 2 here.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that fetches are needed in the format, because I definitely believe that this is a format that needs to be without fetches. But man, do you realize just how greedy your mana base can be when you just have fetches available.
Right, you just go get anything and everything you need.
Guarantee a turn 1 Triome if you don't have a turn 1 play. All the color fixing.
Both players on a keep, and there's a Triumph for Jordan, which is a much better start. There's a Thoughtseize from Jonathan.
Things. Oh yeah, there's the Kalitas, the Assassin Trophy, no Fatal Push. Yeah, looks at the hand. Got to rip out that Kalitas.
So 3 more lands and another Triumph for Jordan. So he's sitting solid on mana this game.
Yeah.
Although that's a haul, so no matter what he does here, land is coming in tapped on turn 3 or 4. He has a looks like a Dream Root. Land was the rip. I think it was a Watery Grave.
And just play the Zagoth. Say
Yeah.
go. And turn 2, most likely just going to be sitting back, if I had to guess.
I haven't really caught a lot of Jonathan's hand over there. Looks like maybe a strangle.
It looks like Strangle, a couple lands, and a Dreadbore. So I think John's just going to be sitting back, expecting to see a Ledger Shredder here soon, or some other creature to fire off at. That
What?
works too.
See if Jordan has a response. Nope, just lay him down. So Jordan picked up a Deluge. So gotta think here, probably picking that, right? Yeah.
Yep. No reason not to. Land, say go.
Although, I mean, right now, if Jordan, keeps making land drops, gets up to that 7 mana, starts Delusion, like there's no pressure here. This long game is going to favor Jordan.
Yes, but there's also some form of inevitability of Jonathan just playing out this Graveyard Trespasser and ETB exile the Deluge.
He has a Crucible in hand. I think Jonathan might be thinking about end of turn making a couple of 1/1s or something here. Leave the mana open.
Put some pressure out there.
Land tap for Jordan. Yep, and that's what the play is. Crucible, make 2 1/1s. Start getting a little pressure out there.
I think Jordan really is just needing to find some just removal. This pressure from just 2 1/1s, it's actually a lot. Getting in for 2 this turn, representing any number of threats on this turn, and of Jordan's turn if Jordan thinks that Jonathan's on another Soken's. And judging by the distinct lack of board wipes that are available in Sultai in the Pioneer format.
I mean, you got me hooked, Massacre.
Yeah, that's
It's good. It's good though.
It's
There's
good.
a couple in there.
just
6 playing out a Shark Typhoon.
just okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Just jamming it.
Now this is pod racing. Let's get it.
Okay, so I mean, honestly, that's a huge rip because he untaps and everything he does just starts making sharks that are so hard for Jonathan to overcome.
Next turn, it looks like it's a flashback.
Of Deluge,
A
make it
Deluge,
7.
make a 4/4.
No, it's you pay 7 for it.
Yeah, that's the mana value, but this is Typhoon goes off of CMC.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah. Well, granted, Jonathan is sitting on like 4 removal spells. So the first 4 sharks are most likely not going to stay around.
I mean, that's true, but does he have a go blank to get rid of the Deluge by chance? No, activating the land.
The hive will eat it.
Hive.
Yep.
Oh, Hive will eat it. Yep, exile from the graveyard.
That's rough. Okay. Yep. Yep.
Well, the Jordan is sitting on a couple of removal spells. He has a Fatal Push and he has a Assassin's Trophy. So, he'll be able to make some blockers or eat some removal spells from Jonathan, and also, remove that land next time. But that was still huge to be able to stop that card draw from Jordan. What's the third card in Jordan's hand?
I have not been able to catch it just yet. That being said, in Jordan's favor, Jonathan has done a lot of self-harm here. Just
Yeah.
shock, Thoughtseize.
I would think that the Fatal Push is going to hit that Hive here.
Yeah, that would be the best. Yep. Push, trigger. All right. And notably, unless Jonathan wants to fire off a Fatal Push here to hit the shark, That shark will end up eating one of the spirits.
Yeah,
Yep,
he's
there it
gonna.
is.
I figured he would remove it.
Sensor. Consider. Okay. Consider finding a sensor. Consider finding a sensor.
The list doesn't run sensor.
No. Oh, no. It doesn't. My favorite blue counterspell in Pioneer. More of a gotcha card, I feel like.
Still before blocks, and we'll see here. There's a fatal push on the stack targeting one of the sharks.
Yep.
So
Shark goes by. Get in for 2.
yep, trade.
Take 1.
Jordan down to 12.
Must feel like he's in the lead right now. Has to be the feeling.
You remember, at any time, Jordan can animate a Hall of the Storm Giants and smack for 7.
End step, yeah, just Assassin's Trophy, the land there.
So Jonathan will get the search.
It's fine.
Jordan makes a 2-2.
Jonathan is not able to search up a man land off of this, so that's all that Jordan's really worried about.
Right. Jordan definitely doesn't want to see the swing back, the big hits. You know?
No.
Someone's asking if Jonathan's Blood Crypt should be tapped.
Yes, due to activation and push.
Hold on.
No, yeah, go grab that. As always. Yeah, Kyle's just out there handling it. So tapped the mana using the Hive of the Eye Tyrant.
It's Hive of the Eye Tyrant.
Yeah.
So they're good.
The hiatus, thank you for the sub.
Jordan, looks like Jordan's sitting on consider.
It's pretty good when you got a Shark Typhoon out.
Yeah. Oh no, must have no, it was a consider the Ledger Shredder. Okay.
That's
Go, he says. A fatal push. Most likely firing off. Or did I just not see? Oh. There's just sabotage. I need to get my eyes checked. Got
so
it.
connive trigger
Connive.
and a shark.
Top card. And then
So that was the surveil.
draw and discard that card.
So no counter on the Ledger Shredder from the connive trigger because it ended up being a land.
Yep. It's still a 1/3 and a 3/3.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to use. Jonathan's got to use this dreadboard here.
Interestingly enough, though, Jordan out of cards. Looks like Jonathan has 2 cards in hand, and he's going to remove the shark. Another removal spell, maybe.
4.
Oh, drawing off of
Yeah.
the land.
Makes sense. Oh, trigger.
He's got to hit a non-land.
No.
Wow.
That is.
So 1 card in hand for Jonathan. Not sure what it is. Jordan, when he desperately wanted to hit a non-land card, couldn't do it. I think that was is that a land?
I don't.
So a Hall, possible activation for Jordan. Graveyard Trespasser.
I feel like Jordan's just one deluge away from being able to just run back into this game.
Oh, he probably just takes over.
Yeah, just absolutely storms back into the lead. But I also believe anything short of that it'll be hard for him to get through. Or another Shark Typhoon.
Playing a Shark Typhoon on top of a Shark Typhoon is actually huge. You get a 6/6.
All right, there's the consider. Hope. Again, Memory Deluge or Shark Typhoon or bust. Bust. Yep. Failed passage.
Yeah. Play the land. Probably crack it. Yep, to thin the deck. Still has Hall activation here. So, I mean, the Graveyard Trespasser will not be attacking. It's not going to switch tonight because the Consider was played. And I'm not sure what the last card in hand is for Jordan. Jonathan, I believe, also has one card in hand. Oh,
yeah, just push it.
well, he has to discard. Has Warden, doesn't it? Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
You're unable to pay the cost.
unable to pay the cost here.
Okay.
I think they're going to call for a judge to make sure that how this is handled. But yeah, unable to pay the cost. I'm pretty sure that this is just going to fizzle. But he is going to get the shark from the casting cost.
I also wouldn't be surprised if the ruling came out to be, I discard a card. Because like,
No, it'll just it
Fizzle.
should just counter it. The ability should just counter it.
Right. Yeah, the ability will. We'll see here, judge call.
all right.
Our level 2 judge, Aaron Hammer, that's actually judged all of our events at Apex, all of our competitive events. Fantastic judge.
Even if his preferred decks are a little on the risky side, I guess, the more taboo archetypes. Yeah, Aaron likes to play Mill. For some reason, just loves playing Mill.
So, yeah, got to sort it out, and that's what we figured would happen. And Jonathan does have that draw engine with the castle land.
Yeah, we got it.
So we'll see here. I think the Graveyard Trespasser is definitely going to get turned sideways, mostly because Hall of the Storm Giant is one short here, correct?
It is now. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Yep.
Yep. So see if Jordan throws a shark in front here.
I don't see a reason why you shouldn't.
Conserve life.
You're
He's
okay.
gonna. Oh no, that was from the exiling a card out of the graveyard from the Graveyard Trespasser. Gain and drain. Yep, throwing a shark in front. No spells played. Change it over to night. I did not see what the card was, and Jonathan still has a card too, and I haven't caught it. I feel like it is a removal spell, maybe a strangle. Tapping a bunch here. Oh, animating Hall.
Activate the castle. Attempt to draw into a removal spell. Okay.
So Jonathan going to lose a few life here. Down to 9.
Yeah, it says it's good. I think we can all agree he definitely doesn't feel like this is good.
A land was the rip for Jordan. So plenty of land this game for Jordan.
Yeah. Not the same issue as last. And oddly enough, for Jonathan, that situation right there where he activated Castle, he had one out in the whole deck, and it had to be a Fatal Push
To hit it.
because he also had to pay 3 mana for the ward.
Right. So activating, played a land for turn, has a land in hand.
And a Thoughtseize.
And a Thoughtseize. Yep.
So Thoughtseize is virtually a dead card.
So draw 1, lose 3. And now Jonathan definitely has to worry about a crackback here. There's another blocker. I was gonna say a crackback with the Hall.
But that blocker also makes a blood token.
Yep.
So blood token might come in handy here in a moment.
To discard a land or something that's not needed. Swinging 4.
Exile.
It's 2 cards out of any one graveyard now.
Yeah, it's up to.
Yeah.
Up to. Which is very important in situations where there's only 2 creatures in the bin.
Mm-hmm.
You just hit one, drain and gain. Next turn, hit another, drain and gain. Jordan has to feel at least decent with how game 2 has gone. Lot of counter punches. Having to fight for a position.
Jordan sitting at 10, going to conserve life still. Any spell in Jordan's deck though is just huge. Like Scorpion God, Tameo. Anything is. Tameo taps.
Scarab God.
Scarab God. That's it.
It's a Scorpion.
Yeah.
Scarab God. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So.
I'm sorry.
Pretty sure Jordan. Oh no. Okay.
What'd he draw?
I don't know, but he did not crew up the hall and get in.
Wonder what he has in hand. That's a Fable the Mirror Breaker for Jonathan. That's a pretty good rip. Thoughtseize maybe to see what's in hand. A little bit of a risky.
Or how big brain is Jordan right here if he's just holding a land in hand and just tempting Jonathan to Thoughtseize and lose
he's
2
doing
life.
it. It's a land.
Oh, Jordan.
It
Big
was
brain.
a land.
Wrinkles.
So 2 damage off the Thoughtseize. That's a Croxa. Yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah. Lose 3 to 7.
And he can Croxa again here. That's huge, Croxa. Wow.
Yeah. And Croxa will be Jonathan's path to victory here for sure. Just escape it or don't.
Well, you're still representing 7 on board. This is 3 more.
Well, this puts Jordan to 4 potentially, assuming that Jonathan exiles enough cards. But Jordan will go to 4, have to crew up the hall, block
The Graveyard Trespasser.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
That Trespasser is definitely. Just
he
passed turn.
passed. Okay. Didn't want to die to a removal spell.
And you just drew Deluge.
Okay.
Deluge.
Waste you back in the game. 4 mana, look at 4.
But
put 2
now
in your hand.
the thing is he can't crew up Hall here, and you run into Croxa attack, 3 damage. Croxa attack, 3 damage. Although Deluge is going to put 2 spells in hand, which you can, possibly pitch one. Although there's a ton of removal Jordan can hit.
Yeah.
There's,
I believe every instance of removal in the deck.
There's the
Pushes, Assassin's
the
Trophy,
god.
Scarab,
Yeah.
Big Chillin'. I mean, if Jordan left the Tameos in, a Tameo here.
Tameo to tap, if Tameo was in there, Tameo to tap down Croxa would be absolutely sick.
Huge. As I was saying, like play the Tameo, make your 5/5,
Right.
tap down the Croxa, have a 4/4 and a 5/5 sitting in play.
I don't know what the two cards are that Jordan kept. I
know.
can't tell. And I think Jonathan might be sitting on a land if I remember right. But he does have the blood, or did he cycle the blood?
He's
Here.
a Fable, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, the Fable, the Mirror Breaker. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, Fable the Mirror Breaker. That is what he just showed. Which does create a creature.
All right, so Jordan's over here just trying to do some mental gymnastics, trying to figure out how he can find his way to victory.
So he did keep the Scarab God. Passing. The mind games that are going on right here, is that a fatal push?
Oh,
I feel like Jonathan just ripped a fatal push. Oh,
Yeah.
Jordan has one.
Jordan's gonna.
That's what he kept. Okay, so he kept the
Push the-
Scarab and a fatal.
Yeah, and
So he's fatal pushing his shark in response.
oh, but Jordan will have to discard the Scarab God just to not die.
To
Croxa.
to it entering.
Yeah.
I think he's dead here off of... Oh, I don't think Jonathan... I'm pretty sure Trespasser can target Jonathan's graveyard. I guess
It
maybe.
definitely can.
But he's still just the... Yeah, because he ate the deluge out of the graveyard, right?
Yeah. Well, you only get hit for creature spells. It's only
Right.
draining it. So
But that's what I mean. So he's got to discard the...
okay. Play the Mirror Breaker.
Yeah, this is still just too much pressure from Jonathan. I don't know that Jordan can get out of it.
I know how Jordan gets out of it. Meat Hook Massacre one time. Meat Hook Massacre one time.
A huge meat hook massacre would make a huge...
1, 2.
What did he draw?
What if I said I think he has Meat Hook Massacre?
I don't think he does.
We're counting.
Shadow's Verdict. Do you play that?
No, I do not play Shadow's Verdict.
I feel like he would have just slammed it down by now.
I'm in suspense here.
Come on, Jordan. Oh, it's another
Is that a
typhoon.
shark? Yeah,
It's another typhoon. Yeah, I think best case scenario is cycle for x equals 0. I want to say Jordan's only way out right here is,
I think that's what he's doing.
yeah, cycle, draw,
A land.
No. Dang. Okay, well, game 1 was a little rough. Mull to 5, stuck on 2 and 3 lands.
Yep.
Not a good look. Definitely hard to win, but game 2 looked great.
Yeah, good gameplay. Jonathan played very well over there, and that was a heck of a game too. I wish game 1 would have been like that as well.